Okay, Abhinav. Just let me do the attendance. All right. So we have attendance. Abhinav, your 10 plus 30, 14. All right. So, from what I remember,
Hmm.
we had finished your business classes, right?
Yeah.
240. We're on 240 now. Okay. So we will start with the uh our yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. So I have shared some questions at the model answers because I had been working with some of the students before I fell down and hurt myself. I have a few answers ready, and I will share those. So right now, the first one that you have is, tell me about your, why is this going like this? What is wrong with, tell me about yourself. 3 to 4 sentences, childhood, school, college, something outstanding about academics, extra academics, tie it up to IMU stint and the future.
Okay, so my name is Abhinav Singh, and I was born and brought up in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. And after that, I have done my engineering in mechanical branch. And after my completion of mechanical, I I went straight into work through
Mm.
L&T, and where I was part of supply chain team, and I worked there for 3 years. And then I realized that what I was learning was mostly from my experiences uh, and and the and the work that was there. I was the part of execution, not of the decision making. That's what made me realize seeing that things, and some of my managers who were an MBA that developed an interest of me in doing an MBA and how they do data driven decisions, risk mitigations. That's how I got to know about this course of Ahmedabad. As I was working in supply chain, so I applied in this course and then I got selected, thankfully, and since then I am studying here. Apart from academics, I love playing cricket and working out, and that's it.
Okay, so you will see that I have, I may have sent, I may not have sent you.
Hmm.
So there are few questions. I will be sending what I have uh, done. They're not, I got these answers of various sites.
Hmm.
So I'll just give you the first 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
5 questions. All right. You needn't look at them just now, Abhinav. You can look later, right?
Okay.
You can look later at them. So this one is, uh, Right. Go over the recording and see how you're doing. All right. And what we can do tomorrow is we can go over the same five and refine them. Okay.
So how
I have
was
sent
it
you
like
some.
today? Like how would you rate it?
It was okay. It was okay, but need a bit of work. And remember one thing, like I may have mentioned it, that the interviewer has max 2 minutes to 3 minutes per answer. Firstly, you're not the only one he's interviewing,
Hmm.
not the only one question he'll be asking you. So you can, one thing is go over these model sort of sentences I've given you, and see where you can improve on them, and we'll go. So this will be, we'll do like a first round, then we do a second round like that. Okay. So here we go now. Uh, what would you like me to know about you that is not on your resume? So it was good, it was not bad, but it needs work. That's all I'm going to say right now. Please go back, look at the model's answer I've given you, refine the answer, and we can make it a pattern like we'll do every five questions and then do the, see the improvement, or we can run through the entire set of questions and then come back for a second round, whichever way you like it. Okay.
Sorry, can you repeat? Like I didn't get.
So either we do like ये सब एक के बाद एक, ठीक है, ये सब एक के बाद एक कर सकते हैं,
Hmm.
और जब खत्म हो जाए देन हम फिर से दोबारा इसको फिर करेंगे, और अगर तीसरा मौका मिले तो फिर करें, ठीक है.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, you have to work on refining. That is not my job. I'm here to work with you on the refined product every time. You
Okay.
have to do the work. I'm giving you model answers, but try to incorporate whatever you want. At the end of the day, your own style is what will count. What your the input is entirely yours. Nobody else is going to be you. So you have to try to see that, okay, ये थोड़ा सा
So
जो
can you give me some
might
hint like
format.
how to incorporate? Can you give me some sample? Uh, how like by my story, I also feel like there is something that building is required in my intro. How to do that?
So what we are doing, as we have suggested here, start with your childhood. Remember that you have to, बहुत ही, very little you have to put. Okay. You have to build as far as possible. Try to write out an answer before you speak. Try to write it out, practice it. But when you say it, it should sound natural. Childhood, school, maybe a couple of sentences. College, it should all fit in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Talk about your extra academics. Okay. And just bring it, make a summary of all of this, a very nice, neat summary which flows like a story. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go at it again and then I'll give you an assessment. Please do this again.
So my name is Abhinav Singh, and I was born and brought up in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. And
You're going too fast.
okay, my name is
And look
Abhinav
at the
Singh.
camera. Look at the camera.
Okay. My name is Abhinav Singh, and I was born and brought up in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. And I have completed my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Phulpur, Allahabad. After that, I went in.
एक तो आप साफ नहीं बोल रहे हो. You're not speaking clearly. Your words are going into each other. Please clearly enunciate and then elucidate. Yeah, please.
Okay. So uh, my name is Abhinav Singh, and I was born
My
and
name
brought.
is अभिनव सिंह. थोड़ा सा टोनालिटी लाइए. अब इतना तो हम लोग कर चुके हैं, टोनालिटी पे बात कर चुके हैं सब, और फिर भी आप वैसे ही वो ड्रोन करे जा रहे हो.
ये एक्चुअली मेरे को
लिटिल
लगता
बिट
है
ऑफ,
ये आदत हो गई है ऐसी इंट्रो देने की, तो इस वजह से ऐसा हो रहा
नहीं, इंट्रो देने की आपकी आदत बदली भी जा सकती है. ऐसा नहीं, इंट्रो देने की मतलब कि आप ऐसे ही बोलते हैं क्या? मतलब बिना कोई एक्सप्रेशन के, बिना कुछ, आपसे कोई मूवी का डायलॉग नहीं बुलाया जा रहा है, मगर थोड़ा तो आप उसमें एक्सप्रेशन डाल सकते हैं. My name is Abhinav Singh and I was born and brought up in Prayagraj. The school I attended was Kendriya Vidyalaya, where I studied science, whatever. I thereafter went to college. You know, it's just, you don't have to make it like a, मतलब बहुत ही colorful कहानी. मतलब थोड़ा फ्लो हो, थोड़ी सफाई हो, बस दैट्स ऑल।
So my name is Abhinav Singh, and I was born and brought up in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. And I have done
प्रयागराज, प्रयागराज कोई सुन नहीं पाएगा, इतना लंबा नाम हो गया। एक तो पहले इलाहाबाद से बदल दिया, तो अब प्रयागराज हो गया, अब उसको अब्सॉर्ब करने में टाइम
Prayagraj,
लगता है।
Prayagraj,
हाँ,
not.
ऐसे बोलिए जिससे लोगों को याद रहे कि नाम बदला है।
Hmm.
हाँ,
So
प्रयागराज।
I was born and brought up in Prayagraj, and after that I did my schooling from Kendriya
Now
Vidyalaya.
there you can say previously known as Allahabad.
Okay, previously known as Allahabad. After that I did my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya, and I chose mechanical engineering as my graduation, and then I joined straight into Larsen and Toubro Limited.
As I did electrical engineering in college and for my graduation, graduation तो जब आप 4 साल कंप्लीट होते हैं करते हैं तब होता है,
Hmm.
as my subject in college, yeah.
Yeah, my subject in college was only mechanical engineering.
Or you can just say I graduated in mechanical engineering from
From
such and such college.
okay. I graduated in mechanical engineering from Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology. And after that, I straight went into work with Larsen and Toubro, where I was
Mm.
part of
I
supply
went
chain.
straight into work. I went straight into work.
After that, I went straight into work with Larsen and Toubro, where I was part of supply chain and planning team at Rourkela, Odisha.
Now,
There,
there you can say instead of I went straight to work, make it a little more appropriate, appropriate by saying I received a campus placement into L&T.
from college, I received campus placement into L&T. So I was posted at Larsen and Toubro, Rourkela, Odisha, where I was part of supply chain and planning team. Mostly what I was doing was looking for various material handling equipments and uh,
Looking for or looking after? Looking for
looking
मतलब ढूंढना होता है, looking
yeah
after मतलब उसको देखना होता है।
looking
कौन
after
सा कर रहे थे?
looking
हाँ,
after looking after material handling equipments and various crushing equipments and as after 3 years I realized that my work is mostly I was learning from experiences uh, and whatever there is being done I was mostly following the orders. There was no decision making involved with me. And when I saw my manager who was part of decision making team, I was surprised. He was an MB and he was doing how he was taking data driven decisions and risk mitigations in
how he
project.
was taking what decisions? Again, you missed your words up.
Data
Are
driven.
you doing data driven? Okay, another thing, please, on a daily basis, do tongue twisters. Have I given you tongue twisters?
No, you haven't given.
How can that be? मतलब आप मैसेज देखते नहीं है लगता है, और आपको डांट पड़ जाएगी
I was
तो अगर
the
आपको अगर आपको मैंने दिया है और आप नहीं कर रहे हैं तो आपको डांट पड़ेगी। और आपने कह दिया कि मेरे को व्हाट आर यू सेइंग यार, ये क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस, आई हैव सिलेक्टेड इट दिस।
okay. Okay, I have
You
seen.
don't go through the
I,
messages, you think it's a bloody joke.
no, no, no. I have
I'm
seen
going to
this.
tell, this one. I'm going to tell Kirtika to tell your coordinator.
No, no, sorry.
I'm
I
going
have
to be a
seen that.
tattletale. I'm going to be a nice tattletale.
I have seen that, but I thought this only you were talking about. I didn't remember.
आपको इतना मटेरियल दिया है मैंने इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए, आपके मेरे साथ सिर्फ 800 मिनट हैं। अब
Hmm.
आप उन 800 मिनट का अगर फायदा नहीं उठाएंगे तो ये मेरी गलती नहीं होगी। मैं आपको ऑफ आउटसाइड ऑफ क्लास ऑल्सो सी वी कैन ओनली टेक यू फॉर क्लास फॉर 20 minutes, and no matter the fact that you may have reached IIM, your English obviously needs improvement, which is why you're here, to bring you up to, you know bring you up a notch at least. So please don't make a joke out of the material that is being given to you extra. It's being given to you with the best of intentions for the reason
Yeah, yeah.
of improvement. So please take it seriously. All right. Yeah,
I
let's
have
go.
to do it daily. These tongue twisters, I have to do it daily.
Yes, do at least 5 daily.
Okay.
You'll see how much improvement happens in your speech. And I've given you these 6-minute comprehensions, which are like, they're really good because there's vocabulary, there's so much of enrichment material that I've given you, and not much, simple stuff. Okay, all right, let's go for it again.
So I was working in supply chain and planning team where I was mostly looking for material handling equipments and crushing,
After,
looking after material handling equipments and crushing equipments. And soon I realized that mostly I was taking decisions based on my experiences, and I was mostly part of execution team. What I was inspired from my manager, like how he was taking data-driven decisions.
by my manager.
By my manager, how he was taking data-driven decisions, and that's what motivated me to join IIM Udaipur's supply chain program. And I since then I gave CAT and then I cleared this exam thankfully, and now I am uh, in this program of supply chain management where I am learning how to apply my supply chain experience to more broader concepts and learn structural
You
about
don't have to say more broader. Broader, it's a comparative adjective to broader
so
subjects, okay?
so that I can get structured learning of supply chain concepts. And
Okay.
and apart from academics, I love playing cricket and running, watching, and working out.
Now, all this is good. You could have put this before you. So the end should be the future, tie up to your IMU strength, and IMU, I mean, I've come to solidify or crystallize my, to, make sense of what I've learned practically and grow it with the theoretical knowledge and look forward for a better placement for the future. Okay?
Okay.
Work on the answer. What would you like me to know about you? Again, I've given you 5 model answers so far for 5 questions. What would you like me to know about you that is not on your resume? An incident from your childhood or previous job, college that brings out initiative, leadership, courage, teamwork, smart thinking. So something that is not on your resume but might swing your interview.
Okay, so this is a personal achievement for me. What I suffered from typhoid in last year, and due
Suffered from
to
typhoid last year, not in last year. So you can say something that's not on an incident comes to mind that
Mhm.
is not on your resume. It relates to, please introduce it like this.
Can you repeat like again? Can you repeat what is?
An incident comes to mind that is not on my resume. It relates to, and then stop.
So an incident comes on my mind like this.
Comes to my
I
mind.
comes to my mind. I, I got diagnosed with typhoid, and due to which I was at bed rest for a month, and after
On
that
bed rest.
for bed rest for a month for bed rest a month. Or what should I say?
On bed rest for a month.
Okay, on bed rest for a month, and due to which I gained around 10 to 15 kgs, and when I got recovered, what I realized when I saw my
When
body,
I recovered, when I recovered,
when I recovered, what I realized was when I saw my body, uh, I was not able to make eye contact with myself. So I decided at that day only that I will shred my weight and get back to a lean physique as I was earlier. And I lost around 15 kgs in 2 months. So that was a big achievement for me. And it was also I had exams also. I was giving CAT and all exams. So this helped me this time when I was working out and the time when I was in gym. This helped me to keep me disciplined during this preparation phase. And I was thankful that I was able to achieve good marks and also a good physique after my exam.
what you can say is that in short, at the end, you can say
Hmm.
this incident or this particular episode of uh, of malaria or whatever, the typhoid. Uh, the aftermath, dealing with the aftermath of typhoid, which is weight gain and loss of confidence. Uh, uh, the aftermath was of the typhoid episode was weight gain and loss of confidence, which I uh, overcame by sticking to a strict schedule, a
Okay.
regimen, and I uh, I learned the discipline which is standing me in good stead even now.
Hmm.
Okay, all
Okay.
right. You can listen to that, restructure it.
Okay.
What are the three most important events made you stronger, a better thinker, gave you perspective, helped you understand things, etc.?
So, like, what events can I give example? What must I deeply feel are most important?
They have to be impactful events.
So, will this event should be personal or professional
It,
or academic?
either, any
Academic.
of them, any of them. Just see what it they have to be life changing, course changing. You know, they have to be milestone events.
Okay, so first event I can recall is of my JE preparation phase after class 12. So I was very keen
I
to.
can you so you don't start just like that. I can think of three important events in my life. The first is, the second is, the third is. Enumeration here, please.
I can
Enumeration, but storytelling. Yeah.
think of three important events, and first is I would say when I was preparing for my JE exams after my class 12. There I had a failure after which I was like very much interested into going to IIT,
But
and
I was very interested, not very much, very interested.
I was very interested for going to IIT.
I'm very interested in getting into IIT. Mm.
I was very interested for getting into an IIT, and then I prepared also, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, I was not able to clear the exam, and it made me feel very bad, and soon after which uh, I talked with my parents and all, and this made me realize that how much is like you time is the importance of time, like every second is an important asset, and that's how I realized. And then after JE, like when JE was in March, and then I gave another exam, like I prepared for 2 months and I gave UP2 exam, and I cleared that exam. I was consistent and disciplined, and I was able to get a college, a government college in my engineering. That made me, that was the event which made me realize the importance of time and discipline. And second event is my college placements. So I was in final year of my college, and companies were coming, and people were getting shortlisted, and it was very dynamic event, the placement, and people were getting placed, people were getting rejected, and I was also getting rejected in few companies. So I didn't lose hope. I tried, and I kept trying, and then I got campus placed in Larsen and Toubro, and esteemed MNC of our India in in mechanical engineering. So that was it. And third, I would say, third event is the event, I would say, is joining IIM Udaipur. I think this is the event which will decide my next 10 years and the most important phase of my career. Uh, so that's
That's
why,
a very good, that's a good one, which will decide the next 10 years of my career. That's a good line you put there. Yeah.
yeah. So that's how that's why I joined this college because I wanted to grow in my career and develop a business acumen which will help me in leveraging my concepts which I learn in this course and apply those concepts and take data driven decisions in in my upcoming career. That's it.
So have you had a gap year?
Yeah, I had a gap year. That was I told that is after my JE preparation.
Typhoid, typhoid.
Huh?
After the typhoid, during the
No, not
typhoid.
typhoid, not typhoid. After my 12th, I was preparing for JE.
Great.
So
Okay. So I see this gap year in your resume. What were you doing during this gap year? I see in your resume. To be honest, failures are okay if you can show that you took time to reflect and gain. And preparing for exams is never a bad thing. It's not a failure. It's just making 200% sure. Gain perspective instead of wallowing in misery. Yeah.
yeah, so to be frank, I was preparing for exams only, and
During this gap year, so you can say that the gap year that you see on my resume was a very productive period. I used it to
I
prepare
used it
for
to prepare for JE exams after my class 12, passing of my class 12. This year was very important because it made me learn lot of uh, human aspects of life and just not taking my career decisions just blindly following every other person. I took my decision that I will take a break and prepare honestly for once, and then I will join my graduation college.
now. Where did you grow up? Talk about your hometown, sum up the experience, show how it makes you different from people who didn't grow up in that or similar town. 3 to 5 sentences ideally. So obviously every place adds something, I mean, how proud people are in America. Well, oh, I'm from Texas and I'm from this place and I'm, extremely proud because it means that they have a certain the characters in a certain mold. Now, while it may not be that strong in India, we don't stress it that much. But your hometown, you know what the good things are about it. Okay? So
Hmm.
talk about what makes you like a Prayagrajan or an Allahabadian, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. So where did you grow up?
So I grew up in Prayagraj, a very religious place in Uttar Pradesh. As we all know, recently Mahakumbh was also organized there, and I was privileged to be part of it, and I had spent few days there also. So being in Prayagraj and going there, it was a very it was a very learning experience because the
Great. It's a
people
great learning. It's a great learning growing up in a religious in a religious town like Prayagraj, in a religious heritage town like Prayagraj.
religious and historic town in Prayagraj,
Heritage.
heritage town in Prayagraj. So people there are like very much into the whatever they are doing. They are so much into that. The discipline with the even the
They're very devoted to what they do.
yeah, they are very devoted to what they do. And the Prayagraj is famous for preparation for competitive exams. So there is always an academic environment. Competition is always there. So many coachings are there. So it always made me made me keep pushing me. The city kept pushing me as I was in school and college. The competition and the environment was very
Environment.
environment was
Environment, government. Okay. And
environment. Is it right now? Environment.
environment was extremely disciplined and uh, very competitive in a good way.
It kept pushing me. It kept pushing me like that. Like,
Pushing you. Yeah.
yeah. So
Excellent.
yeah, that's it. I think these two, three reasons.
Okay, now you think over it. Now formulate your answers. And
Mhm.
what we can do is tomorrow we can either do five together or we can move on to the next few. Okay?
I think we can
Let
first we complete fully one answer, like five of these five, then we can move to next.
Fine, we'll do that. So please refine these and come tomorrow, right?
And like
Oh,
these intro and all these are like most important, I think. So
yes, I agree with you. So also see the model answers I've given you. Okay. They're all from very standard sites, Indeed and all, which are very good sites. See them, see what you can learn from them. Try to add, but remember at the end of the day, it's your answer that counts, you know?
mhm.
So personalize it, customize it, right? See you then. More. Bye.
Bye.